Even before I started working with Jordan, I was so frustrated with my job that I had created a list of what it was that I dreamed of for the next position. And top on the list was a remote job. In the end, I can say just about everything on that list has come true in the position that I have. The big transformation for me was finding clarity on what it was that I was really wanting. I think a lot of it is positive thinking, believing that it is possible, and simply letting the universe help you find what is truly in your heart. Valuable things that I got from working with Jordan were the importance of LinkedIn connections and staying consistent with that. It wasn't until I really made an all-out push of where I was reaching out to 15, 20, 30 people a day consistently that I was really getting responses and feedback and making connections, and one of which actually led me to the position that I am currently holding. I still have connections with many of those folks, but it was one sort of early on that I stayed in contact with. And 5 months after we first introduced ourselves to each other, he asked me to do some subcontract work. And it was that subcontract work that gave me the boost that I needed and proved myself to that consultant of my value. And he recommended me for my current position. It's a small biotech company. They didn't interview anybody, no application required, one telephone call, and the job was offered to me. So it's all about connections. It really, truly is. Unexpected benefits from working with Jordan, I think the biggest was developing my guerrilla resume. I found it very helpful, beneficial, especially when I decided to apply for black hole positions. I'd put that in. I was actually starting to get opportunities, telephone calls, and a couple of interviews. And one of the other things that I've learned in that process is that highlighting and bolding what it is you want your readers' eyes to fall on in the very beginning when they first look at either a cover letter or the resume make all the difference in the world. And I'm also using that in my current position. One of the best parts about working with Jordan is the one-on-one brainstorming. He knows more about remote work than anybody else that I ever connected with, and I worked with several coaches. He really gets the concept of using LinkedIn as your primary resource and knows the ins and outs and how to use that as a tool to your benefit. He also gets to know you as a person so that he can relate to what it is that you're doing and needing and individualize ideas and concepts for you.